Warning, this video contains strong language. Viewers' discretion is advised. And if you're sensitive, then take it off right now. Welcome to Talk That Ish podcast, where we talk that ish. I'm your host that do the most, your boy Ish Roy, and I got my boys in the building today, Donelle Physics Smith and Shane Liburd. What y'all saying, man?
We good?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Safe.
Yeah, man.
Alright, man, look nervous. I'm scared, man. What
Nah,
happened now?
I mean.
Well, I cool, man. This is the usual shit anyway. So.
Yeah.
Oh, this is the usual for you. Nah. This is it's a little. Yeah, a little
different.
nervous. Not gonna lie, but we're gonna do what we do. We're gonna do
Yeah,
what we
man,
do.
that's
Keep it
what we
cool
do. We
and
just
thing,
talk.
Yeah.
So, a lot of people don't know we from the Virgin Islands. Right, the British side to be exact.
Mm-hmm.
So we can just hop right into it. Let's get into it. So I was Air Force, right? 2000. I come here 2013.
Mm-hmm.
Went to school, all that. Then Shane come
True.
come up on like 2015.
2 years after 2015, January 8th. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I ain't we ain't gonna talk the crazy stuff, but we gonna talk about like now, man. Like the reason why you come up here, cause I know, you're obviously chasing something, you're obviously doing something. So, and all of us coming from the Virgin Islands, we all got something that we trying to do and we try to chase, whatever.
Facts.
But I gonna start with you because you come right after me.
Yeah.
But I was with somebody. Shout out to our boy Robbie, but
Yeah.
I was with Robbie, and then
Shout out to Robbie real
things
quick.
happen, and I was like, nah, me going back to the Virgin Islands. I love the Virgin Islands with all my heart, dog. I know this, but
Home is home.
I feel like for us to do something bigger, we had to leave, and I can't just go back home and say like, nah, man, tough times, things rough, so I can just give up. You know what I mean? None of us here ain't give up. That's why we still here. So when you first touched down, your first experience at LA.
Yeah, well, I think Force.
Wait, my bad. Me to cut you off. You know what I mean?
No,
But
you good,
coming
you
from the Virgin Islands, a small little place, and then when you touch down to LA and you see like, yo, what was your experience?
Well, it was crazy because, of course, apart from the cultural differences that you have, is you like fish in like a big pond now. Coming from a small island, you're from a small island. Everybody know everybody. You only got 24 square miles to like get acquainted with. And coming out here where it's like, not only do you have competition in just the industry that you're trying to pursue out here, whether it be acting or doing music or dancing or modeling, you're going to always find competition. Not only with that, but just LA is just like, it's just a different vibe. It's like no other state. It's just, the people here are just different. You have to like, I found that coming out here immediately, you kind of had to put on a persona where you had to get thick skin. Getting friends and getting acquainted with people was something kind of difficult because of that reason. I think everybody, because they're putting on this persona, they put on this like facade or this like face. Basically, there's this thing they say like you turn to the like this LA flaky. Yeah. You turn flaky when you come to LA. But I think what I was gonna say, we should definitely shout out Robbie because the reason I came out here was because we were in the theater arts program in high school, and he was Mrs. Harris, Janice George Harris. She was one of those that encouraged us to pursue acting if we found passion in it, and Robbie was one of the first ones that paved the way for us back home. That was like, yo, Robbie came from theater arts and he was in drama and he in the States doing his thing now. That mean like we could do it too. And I think Robbie was one of the people that inspired me to move out here.
Yeah, same. I mean, I went to Cleveland, Tennessee Force, right? Yeah. And I remember, like you said, like we went theater arts, and Robbie, I don't know if he had come out to visit or something, but he had like I guess like a short film
where
or something.
He had
show us, and I was like,
I
why this dude from the Virgin Islands from just like right here, and he was saying right here. But he just in LA just making movies and shot films like that. I was like, yeah, I could do that. But I went to Cleveland, Tennessee first, and I was like, I don't like this place. I'm gonna leave. Then my mother was like, well, you gotta do something. What you gonna do? I was like, Cali. I was like, it can't go no other place.
Right.
Like anywhere else you go, you're gonna end up in California if you're doing this movie thing, music thing, anything, dance, like you say, model, anything. You could live anywhere else, but you're gonna end up in California regardless for whether it's a meeting or if it's like just to shoot a video or whatever it is. Like you have to come to LA. So I was like, why not just come out here and live out here? Whenever it pop, it pop. If it don't pop, at least I tried. You know what I'm saying? So it was like coming out here, like you said, hanging with Robbie and seeing like how this man move, and I was like, what? This is how we gotta do it. It was like an inspiration, dog, and I was like, "Wow, I sorry, I can't go back. I have to stay here."
Yeah.
And then this dude, out of nowhere, just decided, you know what?
He gonna pop up.
I come into Cali, like you know what I mean? Like he just said, like I come into Cali, like it is what it is. So when you touch down now. Because I know things are a little different for you. You on the music side. Me and Shay were kind of in the movies, acting, directing, stuff like that. So for you, it was kind of different when you touched down for the music. So when you first touched down, what was your experience like?
I just felt like the pressure of everything because it's not like back home where you have just a small caliber of artists. You come out here, everybody's an artist.
Literally.
So it's like, competition every time, people doing this, people doing that. So for me, I just felt the rush of it, and I'm like, yo, I had to step my game up. And being also, I came out here for college as well, so I went to the Art Institute and I got my associates in audio production. And being in there, you had producers, you had songwriters. It was crazy. So I think doing that, it helped me to just sharpen things up for me a little bit, and even creating a lot of music and getting into more of it. It's just a crazy vibe in LA at the end of the day. Like, I was put into like different genres and I got to appreciate the culture more, like pop, rap and all that. So I just, even like EDM music, it just was a whole diverse culture of everything, just all at once, compared to just being back home where we mostly know calypso, reggae, which is the main thing, soca. And I'm not really into that. I didn't grow up around that. Like, I didn't really grow up in the Virgin Islands until I was like 10 years old. So I got put onto R&B, pop, and hip hop. That's what I knew. So I never gravitated towards our culture like that. So being in LA, it made me feel more like I was in an environment that I fitted better and was able to just push myself in a certain way that I couldn't push myself back home. Yeah.
And see, that's the thing, right? When you come out here and you see, like, there's not many Virgin Islands people, especially from the British Virgin Islands. There might be a few, like, from, you know, St. Thomas, St. Croix, like the Virgin Islands itself. But I'm talking about, like Tortola and, like, Virgin God or whatever. There's not many people from there. So, like, let's start from that. Let's start from the fact, like, how we all started at home. Like, when you first walk into Miss Harris' class, what made you say, you know what, I'm going to do acting for the rest of my life. I don't care what it is. This is what I want to do.
I think it was the fact that I still was unsure about what I wanted to do in life. And being in theater arts and doing acting, there was a sense of comfort and like a homey feeling that was like, this feels right. I don't know how to explain it, but it just felt right.
That you could be yourself.
Yeah. When I was in like elementary school, like class 1, I was like, I want to be a scientist. First of all, I wanted to be a scientist. Don't laugh, but you know, you remember my Alta Scott living in elementary school, in primary school. In primary school,
I went to Ebenezer Thomas Primary School.
I apologize. That's so unfortunate.
ASPS
Striders, we out there.
I don't know what that is. I mean, ETPS, we are the best from the West. Nobody
watch
can
a
test.
quick. But you remember in primary school when we were supposed to like dress up as your like carrier? My granny made a lab coat for me because my granny made me, Granny, I love you, shout out to Granny. She made me a lab coat because I wanted to be a scientist, and then I wanted to be a lawyer by the time I got to like second form.
Yeah.
Then is when I hit fourth form, theater arts, had to pick an elective. That's when I was like, yeah, this is it.
That's what you want.
This is it. This is it.
Yeah.
This is it. Yeah. And then the cherry on top of the cake for me was going to my school summer program in 2014 in New York. That's where it was like, oh yeah, for sure. If I didn't know before that I wanted to do this, I know now that this is what I want to do. Yeah, that for me. That's when it was like, yeah, this is what I want to do for the rest of my life.
Oh yeah. I'm with it, bro. Keep doing that shit.
Yeah, for sure.
You from high school, you've been doing music.
Yeah.
And if you know this dude,
it was a rough.
It was. I don't want to say he was
journey.
whack. I don't believe that nobody whack. You know, especially when you first start.
Yeah.
Right. Because everybody got to find their way and find their flow, whatever. But I feel like it was a little rough. Like you always say, it was a little rough. People didn't really accept you at first. But the more you did it,
more people really saw how serious I was taking it. Yeah, like I remember like one time in English class, I don't name drop. So
I mean, you can. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is.
But like,
Bleep it out.
but like, it's like I remember just writing a song, and one of my classmates had picked it up and was like reading it, and he was like, "It's trash." He's like, "Yeah, let me just save you while you're at it. You'll never make it."
Damn.
That was at that turning point. It really had hit me. But the thing is about me. Shout out to my father. He's stubborn. I got his stubbornness. I don't believe in you telling me something and okay, I'm just gonna take that.
Yeah.
Nah. I decided to perfect what I wanted because I was writing songs. I just like music for some reason. I have people in my family who are associated in music. I have my cousin Ricky. He's done a lot of entertainment stuff, done rock and everything. So I'm around it a lot.
Yeah.
So being a part of that, I just decided, let me just perfect myself and try and take it serious. So even Ricky took me under his wing with WMB Entertainment in St. Thomas. So I worked in his studio a lot, perfecting my sound and everything. And then I decided, let me come out to LA. And the first time I came to LA was 2013, and this was like for a 2-week vacation or whatever. So I came out here and I went to Paramount Recording Studios, which is like the studio of all studios. I mean, like everybody's been to the studio. And walking in there and just seeing plaques for the first time. I was like,
life,
not on TV. Like I'm like I can literally touch this plaque.
Yeah,
my favorite one
was
was
lick it if you want to. I mean, I wouldn't do that.
Why would you?
But I mean, I'm just saying.
Like it was right there in front of me.
Yeah,
and the one that really got me was because at this time Wiz Khalifa was still like really popping at this time, and I was a fan of his Rolling Papers album. I would say Rolling Papers too. So Rolling Papers 1 was out, and the plaque was there hanging up, and I was like, yo, Wiz Khalifa recorded in hand. I just felt the enormous amount of energy flowing through me, like, yo, like, I am here.
Yeah.
So after that, I stayed for 2 weeks. I came back home, and I decided, like, yo, I gotta get back to the States. And I told my father, like, yo, I want to go to LA. So 2015, came out here for college. I just never looked back. I got into the music program. Learn how to, like, mix a lot of stuff properly. Shout out to a lot of the engineers who I used to work with, who used to mix my own stuff, Celeb. He's the biggest one on Tola, the most branded one. PDB, shout out to PDB. Another one, J Cav, Killer Tuma's engineer, one of Killer Tuma's engineers. He did some stuff for me and everything, so blessings to him. And also Major, he's also done some stuff for me. So credit to a lot of them. I've learned a lot of stuff from them as well. And I just want to take that knowledge I had and mold it in my own way. And no, I'm still perfecting my sound, especially as a mixing engineer, but I'm at the point where I feel comfortable with it. Like, I can say, like, yo, I can mix for this person, and I can feel happy about the result coming out. I apply that to my music, and a lot of people have been even telling me, like, yo, you're doing your thing, you've been doing this for years, and I see the improvement. I see the growth. Keep going. Even some of my classmates to this day, even you guys seeing me. You guys came to my first show out there in LA.
We can talk about that. We ain't get into that right now. We'll talk about that. But, like, would you say when Homeboy told you you'll never make it, would you say that was when you said, I'm going to make it?
At that time, I nearly quit because this is me when I'm in a stage where I can't take criticism at this time. Like, any little thing was hurting me. But I still pushed on because I still believed in something.
And so when did you get up and said, this is what I'm going to do? I'm not doing nothing else. It's music or nothing.
I believe it was 2012. I just graduated from high school in Westmoreland in Grenada. And I came back to Tola for the summer. And it had festival at the time. And we had local artist night. And I remember Push Pop was still looking for like just local acts to just like perform and stuff. So I ended up getting to perform that same night. And just being on stage, I had some of my homeboys back me up on stage and everything. I remember looking, and I have stage fright at the time. So I had my shades on so I wouldn't like look at anybody in the eye and nobody would like make any dumb face, like throw me off.
Hey, listen up, it's your boy Ishroy. If you live in the British Virgin Islands or you're about to go visit the British Virgin Islands, I need you to get on a ferry boat, a sailing boat. Hey, you could even swim to Anegada right now and go and visit Pink Flamingo Restaurant and Bar. That's Pink Flamingo Restaurant and Bar. They have the best local fish, the best local drinks. They even have lobster fresh out the ocean right there in Anegada. They have the best Jamaican food I ever tasted with the curry goat and the curry chicken. Hey, I don't even eat oxtail, but I eat their oxtail. The smoothies, to die for. They have a bingo night every Friday and Saturday with a live DJ. So make sure you go call 284-342-8069. That's 284-342-8069. Or you could email them at flamingopink007@gmail.com. What you waiting for? I'm about to go out on my food because I'm hungry. Hey, I'll see you there because I'm going to be there for sure.
I remember looking up 1 minute, it was pitch black. And then I remember looking up again and I just saw phone lights everywhere. And I was like, yo, people are paying attention to me right now.
Looking.
I like this hair. And I remember just getting off stage and I remember Zachary George, he walked up to me. He dapped me up and everything like, yo, that was you? Like, respect, dog. That was nice. And he was also one of the same daughters in high school. So big ups to Zach. You know, he pushed me with all the criticism he gave me. And even seeing some of the friends in the village, they approached me like, yo, you did your thing, dog. I can't lie. And I was like, yo, let me start taking this as serious.
That's so crazy. We as artists will never forget when people tell us like, you'll never pop off with that. That's so crazy. We don't remember the people or not.
Listen, a Christian person who in church told me I would never make it.
Yeah. Them
And
be the
I was
most hurtful
like,
ones, yeah.
Damn.
you supposed to be praying that I make it so I could give my tithes to this church and stuff. You telling me I'm not going to make it. And then another person came and told me, oh, that's not what you called for. That's not what you supposed. I'm like, oh, you know that.
And even that, right? Even if I know, even if God himself tell me, Ishrai, that you're not supposed to be a dancer and you want to go to school for dancing, as a Christian, why would I then want to speak negative into your life?
Exactly.
Right? I supposed to want to show you love and be like Christ, right? So would Christ want to speak negative into my life?
I mean, even if you're not supposed to, right? And God told me Donelle is not supposed to do music. I'm not going to come to Donelle and be like, don't do music. God tell me not to tell you not to do music. No.
Not even don't do music, but you're going to never make it. That's what
that's the
like,
crazy. Like, you will never make it in the music industry. Like, don't do music. No, you never tell no artist that because whether they make it or not, at least they tried. They had the balls to try. You sitting down watching and be like, damn, I wish I could do that.
Yeah. And them be the main ones.
I wish I could make it. I wish I could come to Cali and just sit down. I wish I could come to Cali and hang out.
At the end of the day, it's like an envy in disguise because it's not that they're wishing bad on you. They're trying to see if you're going to listen to them and if you're going to really push yourself and then have them turn around and say to themselves, wow.
But you see, this is the thing, like, in some cases, you could be humble, but, like, I feel like when people start attacking you, I'd forget about humbleness for a while. You know what I mean? I'd be like,
nah, I could relate to that.
Oh, you saying what? Okay, you come to Cali and buy a house out here. You tell me that I got things to do, that I got to hustle, I got to make my money. You mad at me because I chasing a dream, I chasing whatever. Right. Nah, like, that's why to tell you, you need to stop letting these niggas walk around. I mean, but I'm just saying, letting people stop walk. Because, bro, you have, what it is, a platinum recording sound that you engineered?
No, I played an executive role in that. So what happened is I recorded the artist back in February of 2020.
Right.
And after the session, his A&R was in the session. So I asked her, how can I get beats to him for a possible placement consideration? So that on the same email I had to send the same session to, she said, just send the beats to that email. I said, okay, cool. I sent like 10 beats. And then I just left it alone. Then about a week later, she DM'd me on Instagram like, yo, he's cutting to this same beat right now. We need the files. I hit my producer up. We got the files to them. And then April 2020, the song came out and it was one of his lead singles. And the single it hit Billboard number 84 on the Billboard, and it's currently gold. So that was a nice achievement for me on the end. And then it went on the album. The album came out in May, I believe. The album went gold and platinum, and it hit number 2 on the Billboard Hot 200. It went number 1, but Future dropped the same day. And Future is bigger than him, so he ended up at number 2. But I didn't complain about that.
At least you won.
So now I am 2-time Billboard, 2-time gold and platinum, about to be double platinum.
And all that, you have plaques and all that to prove that.
Yeah.
Tell me this: who in the Virgin Islands have that? In the British Virgin Islands.
Just
engineering.
Well, I did it for my executive role. And as far as my
executive engineering, whatever you call it, I don't know.
Not as far as I know.
And that's what I'm saying. So no, people are gonna be like, we ain't messing with that. Who cares about that? But really and truly, they're watching like, damn, I wish I could do that.
That's a big achievement, man.
Yeah, that's like, and that's why I tell you sometimes you just have to be like, yo, I walk for this, dog. Like,
and this is me. I'm going home at this time, and this studio hits me at 8 p.m. Like, yo, can you take this session for Polo G? So I'm like, all right, bet. Session the thing is, and with my career, not everybody could be in the music industry because this is a 24-hour industry.
Constantly.
It's not like you on a 9 to 5 and you come home and that's it. I've gotten calls at 3 a.m. in the morning, like, yo, pull up to the studio.
And if you want that money, you gotta go.
Exactly, and
you know
and sometimes it depends on who hits me up. It's not even about the money; it's about who I know they're working with and the opportunity at hand.
Connections.
Like through one of my a songwriter I know, he's a platinum songwriter. He's co-written on No Judgment for Chris Brown. He did Guilty for 7th Street that just came out. He's had me in a lot of sessions. I mean, Silk the Shocker. He's had me in with Max Lux, a bunch of big songwriters. Yeah,
just to name a few. And then you come from like you out here, homeless. You had no place to go.
Yeah, like even after I was in college, living in the college dorms, and then when I graduated in 2018, it was either go back home or figure some shit out because I had no home. So the studio I had an internship at, we had a dorm room at the time. We don't have it anymore because we built it out into a studio. But I lived in the dorm room from September 2018 to December 2018. And after that, I met up with some homies. And this is where you say like building relationships in LA with different people. You meet up with everything. I was couch hopping. I lived on people. I slept on people's couches until this year, top of this year. Now I have my own apartment with my own name, my own car, my own name.
Talk that ish.
So
you good.
It's all about progression. People don't realize like this whole thing is not the overnight shit.
It's not even just progression, it's consistency.
That too.
You
like
know what I'm saying?
This
some
is
people,
not overnight. This is
like I ain't gonna like
put in the work for this shit.
Some people like come to me and was like, dog, nobody ain't watch your episode. That I'm like, what y'all worrying about that for?
Yeah, they ain't got watch it right now. Wait.
I know.
Hold on, man.
10 people over here that watch it that's not back home that all come to me. I was like, yo, that's good. Like keep going. Like this is about consistency. People feel like if I drop it tonight, it have to drop tonight. You ain't Drake.
Nah.
You ain't Future. You can't do like this ain't millions dollars worth again. This ain't Drink Champ. Like you know what I mean? Not yet, at least.
Yeah, not yet.
You know what I mean? When we get to the point where I could call home and be like, hey, I gotta drop this thing tonight because I got a guest coming over here. Or I gotta call you and we, like you know what I mean? When we get to that point, then cool. But right now it's like, nah, I'm gonna keep going and see what happens. Yeah. And most people don't understand that. They just feel like I want it now.
And one thing I've learned about being out here, especially being around Moeezy, I know I taught you a lot about Moeezy, is manifestation. Like what you say, words are powerful. People don't realize. Like a lot of stuff I've said, it might not have come to pass immediately, but I've seen it happen over the course of time. So be careful if you really want something, don't just say it. Let your action show it, and it will happen.
It's the same thing with like how people always have faith in it. The faith without works is dead. It's the same thing. Like if you just praying to God, like God, I want $1 million, but you just sitting on your ass waiting for the $1 million, it's not gonna come. Like you gotta go put in work. Whatever you gotta do to get $1 million, you gotta go out there and put in the work. It might be like you say, waking up 3 o'clock in the morning for that car, but you never know what that car might be. Exactly. That car might lead you to that $1 million down the road. You know what I'm saying? But people feel like, calling me 3 o'clock in the morning, I don't know if I go back to sleep. You know what I'm saying? But you just missed your opportunity. You know what I mean? If Shane had to be like, you know what? I'm not gonna answer these calls I don't know. It's the opportunity of the lifetime that come in. Somebody may say, I'm giving you $10 million to do this movie. But because you didn't answer that, or because you felt like I don't want to do this or I don't want to do that, you know what I mean?
and also when you're talking about having like thick skin in the industry.
Oh,
Right.
shoot. Let me
I
tell
will
you.
say this, and this is mainly for people back home.
Hmm.
If y'all think just some random person on the side, if you like, say you I play up my music for you through my phone, and you say, man, dog, that was whack. If you think that's bad criticism, y'all ain't heard or seen
No.
shit
Yes.
yet.
Man,
28.
boy.
When was it? October 2018. I had my first big celebrity session.
Mhm.
Now I'm fresh in the field as an engineer. Don't know what my strengths are, what my weaknesses are. 7-hour session. I'm slow as hell at recording this dude.
Mhm.
I have never been. My father has not disrespected me in this way ever.
Crazy.
I left the session crying in an Uber, and I was literally at the point of quitting music because of that.
Really?
That's what made me realize how tough the industry is. Like, is either you going stick through this and
Who
have
that
thick
was?
skin, or
Tell us who he was.
a producer by the name of
Call his
Rockstar.
name. Call his name.
Rockstar.
I don't know who that is.
Lord.
I don't know who that is.
He's on Love and Hip Hop Hollywood for those of you who
I
watch
don't
Love and
watch
Hip Hop.
Love and
Oh,
Hip Hop.
Lord.
Whoever this rock star
I
is,
mean,
Let them see you
dude.
cry, Donelle.
I
Don't
mean-
let them see you cry. Run in the Uber quick, Donelle. Don't let them see you cry. Hey, I gotta go outside quick. I gotta go home quick. I just gotta go home.
The good thing
Crying
about
out
it is
loud.
they showed me what I was lacking in my skill set, but I feel
Yeah.
like it
That's
could
all
have been
it is,
handled
yeah.
better.
But you see,
But
you don't need this rock star dude, whoever this rock star dude is, because I'm
It's
pretty
right.
sure I don't know who he is. I'm just.
I mean,
But
he's a,
it's
he's, a,
right.
he's a platinum songwriter and a
I don't
platinum
care if he's
producer and all that
platinum,
stuff, but-
diamond, triple diamond.
But
You
the thing is
disrespect
with
my
it,
boy. Then
like I said, it could have been handled differently. But here's the weird part about it. When he's
Yeah.
recording, he's a bitch. But when we talking like normal, he's the coolest dude ever. I was like, how the hell you flip the script just like that?
That's
Like,
tragic.
Well, I mean, when it comes to work ethic, right, and when you have something that paying you, this is what paying you. Like that's what paying him.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's his music, so that's what paying him. You know what I mean? So it's a different person when you like, you know what I mean. You could be cool outside when we hanging up, but when it comes to this music, this is what
It's
paying
time.
me. You know what I mean? So I ain't got no time to laugh and joke and play
but
around.
even
you know what I'm
that,
saying?
like now where I'm at, I've been in a room with people who do the same thing, but it's like they handle things differently.
But again, I don't know
So
this
it's
dude.
like,
So
it's just about your approach. Like that might have been his approach. He might have just been having an off day, but that was my turning point where I realized what I had to do and like definition of toughening up.
You just need that one time, man. You just need one good time to be like, oh yeah, never again.
Yeah.
let me tell you, I went to an audition.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I wouldn't say I did the best.
Mhm.
I thought I did the best, though. Obviously,
Right.
dude, watch me dead in my face and tell me, "You too ugly for this role."
Ooh,
Damn.
no.
Y'all
You
think-
just make that story up. You just make that story up.
You know, I had
You
a
just
manager
make
and
up
an agent.
Yeah.
They used to book me roles.
Yeah.
I went to the audition. The dude watched me dead in my face and was like, "You too ugly for this
You
role."
too ugly. Usually they just say like you're not the right
Damn.
look, or we got a different look.
Nah,
for
Nah,
it.
you straight
I don't
up
know. Maybe they
ugly.
tell y'all that, but he told me straight up, "You too ugly for this role." So I was like,
Bye. One of those
yeah,
days. Just one of them
I'm gonna just leave
Yeah,
because
bye.
it's about to get real ugly in here.
Don't let him see
Nah.
you
You know
cry.
what I'm
Try
saying?
run
Not
in the Uber,
cry.
run. Don't let him see you cry. Run in the Uber quick.
But that's what I'm
Bye.
saying. Like some people would take like somebody saying like how you said that
Mhm.
we don't feel like this is the right role for you
Mhm.
and go be all
Mhm.
mad and
Yeah,
dude watch me damn my face tell me I'm too ugly for this role.
yeah.
And I was like, all right, cool. I called my agent. I was like, dude, tell me I'm too ugly for this role. She said, what? I said, dude told me
Yeah,
I'm
too
too
ugly.
ugly for
She
this
wasn't
role. Like,
hearing
you
that.
couldn't understand what I'm saying? What's going on? She's like, all right, I'm going to call them. Never heard back from them.
But
I was just
that's how
like-
it is, you know. That's how
I
it
was
is.
just like, I'm good.
That's how it is. That's how the industry is. I've heard stories of like girls that would go into audition rooms with like natural hair, and the auditioners would like try to reach for it and stuff. You gotta have like thick skin.
Real thick skin.
You gotta have thick skin, especially for black people out here.
Oh,
Us as black
That's
people out
one
here.
thing.
I was like,
Hey, Cheryl ready to leave. Me gonna like.
thank you. He said it. Not, I was gonna say it, but he said it like,
Both of you will post up
yeah,
in
we
the
was
back
like,
in
we
the
were back
car,
like, bro, what the hell is going on?
and like perform coming, and like everybody was just like, "You are amazing," and just that feeling of like this is what y'all playing had. Like we used to do this
Regular
nights.
You know what I'm saying?
Couple nights.
Yeah, I tell you, we had to go out and eat that.
We
Yeah,
ain't knocking
what
them,
y'all
we ain't
said right
knocking
now.
them.
Be
We
mad
just
at y'all.
saying, we
We
just
just
saying,
saying,
be
though.
smart.
but no.
I feel like if you don't do it, especially for home, if you don't do it at home for home,